Toto Wolff drew parallels between Fernando Alonso's Saudi Arabian penalty and Lewis Hamilton's robbing ından of 2021 world title. In both cases, he says that it depends on the FIA rather than a hurry. The story of Hamilton's 2021 title loss is between Mercedes and Briton's world champion and Max Verstappen, which has been a controversial decision to arrange a last round of FIA racing director Michael Masi, feeling that the 8th world title has been robbed to date. Australia's decision worsened by Mercedes, who believed that it was a very simple call. As a result, it led to the departure of Masi and the revision of FIA's racing control system with 2 racing directories last season. This year, the only man in charge of Niels Which was 1. But according to Wolff, mistakes continue to come. The last time it was Saudi Arabian Grand Prix last Sunday. Spanish. A penalty at beginning of race. Was hit for 5 seconds because entered grille in wrong line and took it when came to a stop of night. However, back Jackman pulled into the pits. Before team's 5-second penalty, Jack shifted under his car. So touched him. The commissioners then reviewed the pit stop and slapped the driver of Aston Martin with a 10-second penalty to overthrow when Aston Martin appealed. First of all, Kanal 4 said, the penalty was very harsh because Fernando and Aston Martin deserved to be on the podium of pure driving performance. We have to look at these arrangements and we need to see it because it doesn't affect the race. I prefer FIA to come to the right decisions rather than being very fast and fall into something that is clearly wrong. In 2021, we robbed the biggest driver of the championships that everything fell into fun for a quick decision. So, in this respect, I do not prefer not to go to the podium and have the right result later. Planet F1 recommends why did FIA rob Fernando Alonso's Jeddah podium? Then he gave it back 3 hours later. George Russell responds to Fernando Alonso tweet after Jeddah podium confusion. George Russell calls common sense after Fernando Alonso's Jeddah penalty. Alonso, who sprayed champagne but on podium after race conference, was not affected by officials. I think this is a bad demonstration from FIA, he said before his sentence is overthrown. More than ourselves. They had enough time to inform about penalty because if I knew that, maybe I could open it for 11 seconds in the back of back. Explaining why they overthrew penalty of 10 seconds. The officials' work on car will be accepted as a clear agreement that will be considered.